Welcome to this breaking news here on WLAF Sports. Josh Parker here, joined by now the former head basketball coach for the Campbell County Lady Cougars, Brad Honeycutt. Brad just met with his team earlier this morning here at Campbell County and informed him of his decision to resign. Brad, thanks for taking some time out here and chatting with us right after the fact. Talk to us about the big decision tonight or this morning and walk us through that if you can.
Yeah, absolutely. First off, I want to thank God for the opportunity to even get to coach here. I've been in it now 11 years total, but 7 years ago when I applied, I didn't really think I had a chance of getting it, and Sherry and Jamie were willing to give me an opportunity to coach here, and I've enjoyed absolutely every minute of it. And I was telling Coach Browning, our athletic director, that up until 2 or 3 weeks after the season, I had never in 11 years had any inkling at all of not coaching anymore, and God just started to work on me as far as family time goes, and I need to spend more time with my kids and my wife. We got a third kid on the way in June, this program, I think so much, and I'm not just saying this, I think so much of this program that if I can't mentally be invested 110%, then it's somebody else's turn to take over and do that, because these girls in this program only deserves the absolute best, and I think they're going to get that. They're going to make a really good hire, and this program deserves a good hire, and that's what it's going to get.
Brad, you came out throughout your career, 7 seasons here at Campbell County, heck of a winning percentage record. Kind of talk to us about those teams you've had in the last 7 years here at Campbell County.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, good players. I mean, you players win games, and I'm not just saying that. I 100% believe that. If you've got good, really good players, you're going to win a lot of games. And we had some really, really good players for a spell there, won a lot of games. I know specifically the 18-19 team, I think they won 28. I don't know if that's a school record or not. It's probably close as far as wins in a season. They made it to regions 2 straight, or second round of regions 2 straight years, which is the final 32 in the state. We didn't get over that hump. Wish we had have, but those girls just that was a special group there. I go back to my 15-16 group that went 24-7, and that was when Carla Beams, Jessica Stanley, Ashley White were all seniors. And I think we started out 9-0 that year. That came out of nowhere for me. We had a decent summer, and I saw flashes of I think we can be a lot better record wise this year. And we ended up having a 24-7 season, and I truly believe that set the tone for kind of what was expected moving forward, and I think that the other teams built off that. And this school, or this program, this girls basketball program, historically, may have the highest winning percentage in the school. I don't know. It's got to be close, but they just kind of expect to win. This is a program that's thought of very well across the state, especially East Tennessee, and I've just been honored to coach it.
Brad, you've coached. You've sat in the same role as Ron Browning has, Sherry Chapman has, Robbie Heatherly has. I mean, what's it been like, kind of coaching? Being a part of that coaching family, and of course, even before that, like, how does it feel? I guess that's mine and your modern history, even though it goes back much further. What's it like? I mean, being from that same coaching family.
Yeah. Well, I think first of all, those people you named, and then some. Rick Hunley, and on down the line. I think so much of those people and admire them, as people, but as coaches. I know what they did while they were here. And so to even be included like in that list that you said, that I got to be a coach at the same program they were, is an extremely big deal to me, and it means a lot. And to know now that I can, even though I was not here as long as I thought I would be, 7 years, it's just good to know that I can be mentioned as a part of being a coach here at one point in time over this program, and it's fun. It's been a fun ride, and coming out of it, I'd coached boys 4 years. And then I get in here, and I didn't know, how am I going to like coaching girls? And I love it. Absolutely loved it. I've had some of the best kids, most quality kids I could have ever asked for from day one, and it's been a lot of fun. The parents of my players have done a wonderful job.
Do you have a favorite moment the last 7 years?
Yeah, it's tough. And I'll say, and this will probably surprise some people, I go back to a game where we played at Powell. I think it was maybe Sarah Kane's senior year, and we had a lot of injuries. probably had no business. It was a huge game for us to stay equal with Oak Ridge in the district standings, and we go in there with a lot of injuries. We were missing all kinds of, maybe missing 3 starters. Emily Ellison had just got back her freshman year from a hamstring injury. She basically hadn't played ball in almost a year, so we had to fling her out there. We had Blair Medley was hurt on the bench. Cassie Phillips was hurt. Sarah played very minimal minutes because she was hurt, and then we had another starter out. I'm missing some things right now in my head, but regardless, had no business winning. And we were able to go in there and get a huge district win, and that one's just really stuck out to me. Of course, the win at Oak Ridge. I think Oak Ridge was number 2 or 3 in the state at the time. We went in there and won. The first-round region games, the Farragut game here. I just watched the Farragut game. I'll be honest with you, I was trying to get my mind right and everything throughout this whole process. So I sat down the other day and rewatched that Farragut game from 2018-19, the first-round region game that we won, and that was a really fun game. And going up to Dobbins Bennett and winning, that was a lot of fun. Went up to Science Hill a couple years ago and almost won. I know that wasn't a win, but that to see our team come together and compete up there at a school like that was fun. The Morristown West game, we went in there. I think we were both 13-0 or 12-0 going into that game, and we beat them at their place. That was really fun. I can go on and on and on, Josh, and 100% it's because of my players. And I know that for a fact, and I mean that. And, thankful we had good players. We had a really good run here. We got here at the right time.
Brad, new coach who comes in, they got a lot of talent on the team, don't they? We got some good. You got some good stock there. Whoever takes over,
absolutely. There's and I'm not saying this to in any way, but they're set up to succeed from the standpoint of they're going to have extremely hard workers. The senior class that they'll have coming back is just, you talk about blue-collar kids. They are just blue-collar kids that are going to work and work and work. And it's going to, so they're going to have good player leadership in place right there with their older kids, and then we got some other younger kids that can bring some stuff to the table. So I think whoever it is going to come in and they're going to be happy with what they're getting, and I think they're going to do a great job because I think this program, player wise, is in really good shape for years to come. So whoever comes in here over the next several years, they're going to win a lot of games, and they're going to love this job.
Brad, appreciate your time today on this tough day here for you. But also on behalf of, all of us here at WLAF, thank you for the last 7 years and how, open and courteous you've been with your program to us. It's certainly been a fun ride and wouldn't have wanted to cover it any other way.
Well, and I'm just being this. Thank you all. You feel literally, you walk around here, you feel like you're honestly like you're a Division I college coach from the standpoint of media. It's phenomenal how much coverage you guys give us, the media in this small town. It's amazing. Our games we were still, in my opinion, we were the WLAF, especially as far as basketball goes, were the pioneers in streaming high definition games for high school basketball. I didn't see that anywhere. Now a lot of people are doing it. You guys led the way on that. And now a lot of people are doing it, and that's awesome that you all were willing to do that, and we appreciate all WLAF did for us. You, if nothing else on it, from a sentimental note, you guys allowed a lot of my family to see a lot of games they wouldn't have otherwise gotten to see over the years, and I'm speaking for a lot of people. So we appreciate you, WLAF. Jim Freeman, thank you so much you've been so kind to me and my players over the years, and Josh, the voice, you made it so fun. If you knew, it's rare that a game went by where I didn't have an opposing coach texting me saying, dude, I love your radio guy. It was nonstop because they were watching our films, on WLAF, and they loved what you provided. It was fun. And, next year I'm going to get to be one of those people kind of more taking that side of things in and listening to the radio and coming to games. So I look forward to that part.
Brad, appreciate you.
Thank you all very much.
That's now former Lady Cougar head basketball coach Brad Honeycutt. Again, to recap our breaking sports news here from Campbell County High School on this Friday morning. Campbell County High School Lady Cougars coach Brad Honeycutt has resigned after a team meeting this morning. And again, looking forward to spending some more quality time with his family. Jim, back to you at the studio.